All escorts, the convoy has fallen out of formation. Escorts maneuver to protect the ships closest to you.
Roger. Bloodhound out.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 224. Range 6,500 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 224. Range 6,500 yards. I designate contact. Able. Time 3:38.
Captain I. Officer of the deck, set general quarters.
Set general quarters. Aye. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set conditions zebra throughout the ship.
Contact. Able.
Stern depth charge detail manned and ready. Main battery reports manned and ready. Engineering auxiliary watch reports engineering manned and ready. Zebra set. 4 boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split. All fire pumps online.
Very well.
Contact. Able. Now bears 228. Range 6,100 yards.
228.
Course 228. Aye, sir.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Destroyer the U-Boat Hunter. So we are starting off mission 6 here, and I believe we go up to 9 missions, so
Contact. Able.
we have
Now
about
bears
4 more to go
3,
before we finally finish up with this game.
5,800 yards.
But at least we have air support.
Black Cat. Air support.
Unfortunately, we're spread all over in this one,
Cat reporting.
and I forgot to record the opening cutscene. Not that it's really any different from any of the other cutscenes.
Cat attacking contact.
So the usual. Go out there, make America proud, son.
Contact.
Hoorah, and all that
Now
stuff.
bears 233. Range 5,000.
Well, we're gonna try and chase down Abel and shoot it with a gun. That's what the bullets are for, you twit.
245. Aye, sir.
So, and we'll continue on with my historical commentary here, courtesy of Norman Friedman, of course, in his book Destroyers.
250.
So, anti-submarine warfare was a pretty lengthy process, and success depended on the ability of the anti-submarine warfare forces to remain in contact and to exhaust the submarines they were hunting by running their batteries out.
25 degrees.
So a successful prosecution, likely all the way from when intelligence actually gathered up useful information that a submarine was in a certain area,
Steady on course.
to the point of
0.
the actual contact being prosecuted by SW forces, could take several days, and the ability for destroyers to remain in contact depending on their speed in a seaway.
3,900.
This speed was emphasized in post-war anti-submarine warfare escort designs.
Fire. On fire.
Now, in reality, most wartime attacks on submarines were actually made on non-existent targets, be they fish or wrecks or even underwater currents. Now, some estimates of false to real contacts may go as high as 10 to 1. Success rates during attacks on actual submarines were very low, and only the most persistent of attackers did well. The lesson post-war was that anti-submarine warfare ships required space for sufficient weapons and magazine sizes to make numerous attacks. However, magazine capacity imposed a limit on the escort size.
New surface contact from radar. Bearing 255. Range 4,000 yards. I designate contact.
Baker. Time 3:42.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. You're clear to engage.
Roger. Maple engaging.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound. This is Black Cat.
Fire.
Subside southwest. 7
Okay, now we got Baker here. Let's move in on them.
Black Cat. Drop depth charges.
Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 2.
Anyway, submarines were found to actually have considerable staying power, that is, their ability to withstand punishment. On 31 October 1943, USS Bory depth-charged a submarine which was then surfaced.
Contact.
And during the lengthy surface battle, the subcrew tried to man their deck gun, but Bory's 20mm gun prevented them from finally reaching it.
Bearing 2.
It wasn't until Bory's cannon itself destroyed the submarine's deck gun.
Combat sonar. Contact.
Bory's 4-inch guns were actually unable to sink the submarine, and she eventually managed to ram the sub itself.
300 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able.
The collision forced the destroyer up onto the sub's deck and suffered severe underwater damage on her port side.
On right cut.
The two vessels started rolling together, and Bori's crew had to repel the boarders physically from the U-boat with small arms and knives. Despite this action, the vessels separated and the U-boat attempted to escape.
Lost contact.
Bori even fired a torpedo at her.
4.
Bori then attempted to ram the submarine again, but the U-boat evaded.
Combat sonar. Regain contact.
Now coming alongside, Bori fired 4 depth charges set for 30 feet, which straddled the conning tower of the submarine.
Combat sonar.
The explosion lifted the submarine from the water, but being so close, it also damaged the destroyer and left her nearly dead in the water.
Surface radar.
Even then, the submarine could still make way amazingly.
0,
Bori attempted to use her remaining two portside torpedoes, but her report noted that, quote, just prior to firing, with tubes 10 degrees from bearing, so the main battery fired, which blew an engine room hatch open and caught the underside of the tube, which jammed it.
This is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 141. Range 7,300 yards. From guide.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to station. Bearing 141. Range 7,300 yards. From guide.
One torpedo was fired and seen to pass within 10 feet of the sub's bow, but it did not hit.
Southeast.
However, a main battery salvo struck the ship's starboard diesel exhaust. The second hit in the same spot,
Maneuvering to new station.
and the sub immediately slowed, stopped, and
Surface radar
surrendered.
has regained contact.
Within 2 or 3 minutes, the sub then sank stern first at a steep angle and exploded, possibly from scuttling charges.
1,400 yards. Contact. Able. Now.
Bori sustained such severe damage that she had to be scuttled the following day anyway.
500 yards.
While no men were actually lost during the battles, Bori did lose 3 officers and 24 crewmen when the ship was abandoned due to adverse weather conditions. Shortly after, all U.S. destroyers were fitted with reinforced ballast for ramming attacks. In some ways, Bori's ordeal explains the push for post-war destroyers like the Mishers to have larger 5-inch 54 caliber guns.
1,700 yards.
Target bearing 260. Fire.
So I'm going to stop there with the historical commentary and just continue on with my normal one. We're still moving on Alpha here.
Bridge.
Fire.
Port lookout. Torpedo in the water.
A torpedo.
4, 9.
Bridge, port lookout. Object, 1/2.
In the next couple of videos, we'll be talking a bit more about the overall survivability of destroyers and so on.
Bloodhound, this is me.
And there's quite a bit to talk to. These destroyers are actually found to be very, very sturdy ships, surprisingly. They could take an amazing amount of damage and still not sink.
1, 6, 3.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing. 2, 6, 7. Last range. 1,000 yards.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 274.
Range 100 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 274. Last range 100 yards.
Bridge. Starboard lookout. Object 1/3 to the horizon. Bearing 0, 6, 6. Appears to be periscope feather.
Combat sonar. Regain contact.
I don't see it. Where is this periscope feather?
Range 800 yards.
Anyway, let's get ready to drop.
Fire 1.
Able.
Now bears 0, 0. Fire 2. Range 100 yards. Bearing 50 right. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 0, 0, 8. Last range 100 yards. Lost contact.
Man, it's so foggy out here, it's hard to see anything.
8, 6. Last range 9,800 yards. Sonar. This is the captain. Investigate arc 3532083. Investigating.
And we got one contact coming from way off the friggin' map there.
083. Aye, sir.
Black cat reporting.
Hockey. This is Bloodhound. Attack contact. Charlie.
Roger. Hockey attacking contact. Charlie.
Bloodhound.
What I've definitely found throughout playing these missions is that it becomes very, very important to really manage your escorts and make sure that they are in a good position to prosecute contacts as they come
This
up.
is Bloodhound. Maneuver.
Remember that as
Roger.
the escort leader, you are the fastest ship in the whole
This is
formation,
Bloodhound.
so
Maneuver to station.
oftentimes it's easier to
7. Range 2.
get a ship
100 yards. From guide.
down to where you are to help you prosecute a contact, but when another one comes up, rather than sending another escort that might be farther away from it towards that new contact, you just chase it down yourself.
Maneuver to avoid.
Especially since I noticed that the U-boats seem to approach the convoy on the surface, so we usually, not always, but usually detect them on radar first before we even find them on sonar.
Now bears 0, 8, 7.
So there seems to be a bit of a pattern there, obviously. Again, but remember, these are diesel-electric U-boats, so
8, 5. Course.
they're generally designed to run faster on the surface, given their shape.
Combat sonar. Lost contact.
They don't have snorkels, so they run on the surface, charge their batteries, make high-speed runs in, then submerge, and make an attack at periscope depth.
Able. Bearing 3, 0, 1. Range 30. Fire 3. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 3, 0, 1. Last range.
Hey, we got a critical hit. All right, we finally got Able.
Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 0, 9, 5.
Nice, good job.
1,100 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick, bearing 2, 6, 3.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 0, 8, 4. Range.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 084. Range. I designate contact. Dog. Time 3:55.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 1, 0, 1. Range 900 yards. Very strong propeller noise. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 1, 0, 1. Last range 900 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 093. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Seaborne Trader. Bearing 018. Range 3,300 yards from Guide.
Roger. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 083. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound. 100 yards from Guide.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted.
Oh man, you're in the way. Get out of the way, I'm trying to shoot dog there.
All escorts. Contact Able has most likely been sunk by a Bloodhound. Congratulations to your crew.
Contact. Dog. Now bears 0, 7, 9er. Range.
Bloodhound, this
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 066.
Range closing quickly. I say again. CBDR.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 153. Range 6,200 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 153. Range 6,200 yards. I designate contact. Easy. Time 3.
All right, Black Cat, you go investigate easy there.
Dog. Last bearing 0,
Fire.
7, 6. Last range 9,000
I
yards.
have no idea, we can't even see it.
Contact. Easy.
In the meantime, let's go after Easy here and see if we can get that one.
5. Range 4,500 yards.
Rudder 20 degrees left. Rudder 20 degrees left. Aye, sir.
Paradise Blossom has been torpedoed and is taking on water.
Contact. Easy.
Paradise
Now
Blossom,
bears
huh?
181.
Well, they usually only take one torpedo, then it's Paradise Lost, huh?
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 140 through 230.
Combat sonar. Investigating
Fire.
arc 140 through 23.
Bloodhound, this
Fire.
is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Charlie, bearing 062.
Fire.
Range 7,900 yards from Bloodhound.
We've
Fire.
lost Paradise Blossom. All ships, maneuver to avoid.
On target.
Antler picking up survivors from Seaborne Trader.
Stand by to fire. Fire.
Contact. Easy. Now bears 180.
Fire.
Range 3,300 yards.
Fire.
Contact. Easy. Now bears 178. Range.
Fire.
Surface radar has regained contact. Charlie, bearing 058. Range 8,300 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Charlie, last known bearing 058. Range 8,300
God
yards.
dang, these ships are all spread all over. Can't these guys at least stick together? For good lord,
Antler,
man.
this is Bloodhound.
Lost contact. Dog. Last bearing 06.
I'm actually just run into
Last
one.
range 7,000.
You know, just for funsies.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Baker, Last known at bearing 304. Range 2,000 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple regain contact. Baker, bearing 305. Range 2,000 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has regained contact. Dog, bearing 059er. Range 8,100 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Easy. Last bearing 174. Last range 1,500 yards.
Roger. Maple engaging contact. Easy.
Maple, this is
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 304. Range 2,300 yards from Bloodhound.
8. Range.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go after Dog here, just race ahead across to the other side of the map.
Bearing 327.
Hey, Hockey finally got Charlie there.
I say again.
Now we got 2 ships sunk up there.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Charlie, last known bearing.
Hockey, go get those survivors. I'll go get the other ones and start prosecuting Dog.
We've lost Meridian Trader. All ships. Maneuver to avoid. Lady Macbeth has been torpedoed and is taking on water.
Now the Meridian Trader, first Seaborn Trader, then Paradise Blossom, now Meridian Trader, and now Lady Macbeth.
all escorts. Contact Charlie has most likely been sunk by Hockey.
Yes, and there's a periscope out there.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Meridian Trader, bearing 248, range 8,200 yards. From guide.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Easy. Bearing 243, range 5,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 02.
Hey, Antler's right over easy there. Maybe they'll get him this time.
Easy. Last known at bearing 243, range 5,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Active search. 0, 2, 4 through 1, 1, 4. Aye, sir. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Well, they did some regular damage. That's not bad.
Hockey
We'll take it.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Paradise Blossom, bearing 182, range 800 yards. From guide.
Roger. Hockey searching. Paradise Blossom. Position for survivors. Bearing 182. Range 800 yards. From guide. Surface radar
Let's
has
pick
a
up
new contact.
some survivors here.
2, 5.
Lower the nets over the side.
Range.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 250. Range. I designate contact. Fox. Time. 4.
I noticed that the range is really large, like
Picking up survivors
over
from
10,000
Lady
yards.
Macbeth.
They don't even say the number. My guess is because they didn't record the voice line for those numbers.
Baker, last known at bearing 249.
Range
7,200 yards from Bloodhound.
really far.
Starboard lookout. Merchant ship. CBDR. Bearing 354. Range closing quickly. I say again. CBDR. Bloodhound finished picking up survivors from Lady Macbeth. Hockey picking up survivors from Paradise Blossom.
Antler, reporting.
Antler,
this
go
is
get
Bloodhound.
Fox,
Proceed
please.
to engage contact. Fox.
Roger. Antler engaging contact. Fox. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler made a depth charge. Attack on contact. Easy. Sonar reports sound of a sinking submarine.
Hey, nice. Alright, we got easy.
Hockey finished picking up survivors from Paradise Blossom.
Stand by to fire.
Oh well, it's right there.
All engines
Fire.
ahead full. All engines.
Alright, we got our survivors. Let's get that submarine there.
Fire. Fire. Target bearing 312. Range 2,400 yards. Fire.
All escorts. Contact Easy has most likely been sunk
Fire.
by Antler. Well done.
Fire.
Anyway, given that this is mission number 6, and there's 9 missions in the game, with anywhere from 3 to 4 battles each, we have maybe about a dozen or more videos of this game to play, of this campaign anyway.
Fire.
Lost contact.
So I'm going to try and focus on,
Last bearing.
hopefully someday, completing this game in the near future.
Last range 2,200 yards. Surface radar has regained contact. Dog bearing 277. Range 1,300 yards.
Wow,
Contact.
he's surfacing
Dog now bears 2.
right in front of us.
3, range 1,100 yards.
Stand by to fire. Fire.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 231, range 7,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 231, range 7,500 yards. Lost contact. Dog, last bearing 273, last range 1,000 yards.
Bridge, port lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 2-5.
We don't need sonar contact on Dog.
Rising Star has been
He's pulling right up to this merchant. Is he?
Bridge, port lookout.
What are they gonna do?
1/3 to the horizon. Bearing 2.
Punch a hole in it with something that's not a torpedo?
Periscope feather.
Goes.
You gonna break out the drills and just drill holes in the side of the hull? Make it sink? Take on water like that? Alright, buddy, get out the power tool. We're gonna need the left-handed metric screwdrivers.
308.
A couple of boxes of sonar contacts, things like that.
Contact. Fox, last bearing 253. Last range 7,000 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Dog, last bearing 3.
Wow, all I got was one measly near hit.
30 yards.
We've lost Rising Star. All ships. Maneuver to avoid.
Hockey picking up survivors from Meridian Trader. 6,000 yards. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 116-2206. Active search 116 through 206.
Antler, what are you doing? You're over there by Fox. It looks like you're picking up survivors, but you're not picking anyone up. Hold on, wait, there they are. I see the line above there. Their symbol there.
Fire.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple regain contact. Baker, bearing 2.
Now, George. You gotta get Georgie.
500 yards from Bloodhound.
Mohawk and Hudson has been torpedoed and is taking on water.
Surface radar has
Fire.
regained contact. Dog, bearing 345.
Fire.
Range 5,400 yards. Contact. George now bears 18. Lost contact. George, last bearing 184. Last range 1,700 yards.
We've lost Mohawk and Hudson. All ships.
And there goes another ship.
Surface radar has regained contact. George, bearing 064. Range 1,300 yards.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 068. Range 1,300 yards.
There he is.
Picking up survivors from Chaplain O'Malley.
Fire.
Alright, let's start shooting him.
On target.
1,300
Fire.
yards.
Fire. On target. Fire. Target bearing 077. Fire. Range 1,000. On target.
Come on, he's only 1,400 yards away. These guns can shoot far further than that. Blast him.
1,400 yards.
Fire. Fire. On target. Fire. Target bearing. Fire. 084. Range. Fire. 1,500 yards. Fire. Fire. Fire.
Contact. George now bears 086. Range 1,500 yards.
Fire. 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 Fire.
Oh boy. All that 5-inch ammo wasted for nothing.
Sonar,
You know that's coming out of your paycheck, don't you know?
Last bearing 08.
Back, we'll just have the yeoman take it right out right now.
1,400 yards.
Deduct that from your monthly pay there.
Sonar contact. Bearing 089. Range 1,600 yards. Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Dog, bearing 007. Range 6,700 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Dog, last known bearing 007. Range 6,700 yards from Bloodhound. Surface radar has regained contact. George, bearing 082. Range 2,200 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 272. Range 3,100 yards from Bloodhound.
Contact. George now bears 073. Niner, range 2,200 yards. Contact George, now bears 071. Range 2,200 yards.
Stand by to fire.
Man, George just keeps surfacing and diving and surfacing and diving.
200 yards.
Need to teach this U-boat a lesson here.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Dog, oil slick sighted.
Engines ahead.
Fire.
Contact George, now bears 063. Range 2,100 yards.
Fire. Bearing 063. Range 2,200 yards. Fire.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple made it.
On target.
Attack on contact. Big
Fire.
green side.
Fire. Target bearing 057. Range 2,100 yards.
Contact
Fire.
George, now bears 057. Range
Fire.
2,100 yards.
Fire. Fire.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
5. Range 100 yards. Very strong propeller noise. Combat sonar. Lost contact. George. Last bearing 3-5. Fire 1. Last range 100 yards.
Bloodhound,
Fire
this is
2.
Antler. Antler regained contact. Fox, bearing
Fire 3.
7-3. Range 7,800 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 230. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Bridge, port lookout. Oil slick. Bearing
192.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 261. Range 7,300 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, port lookout. Floating debris. Bearing 192.
Sonar. This is the captain. Perform active search. 136-2226. Active search. 136 through 226. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Dog, bearing 332. Range 5,700 yards from Bloodhound.
All escorts, contact George, has most likely been sunk by a Bloodhound. Good job.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 2.
Alright, well, we got George.
7,900 yards.
We still got Baker, Dog, and Fox. I swear to God, in all these missions, we always have trouble with one of the first submarines that shows up to the party.
Bloodhound.
We're still blasting this thing,
Fox,
or at least attempting to, even when the later ones show up.
range 4,800 yards.
And another thing I've noticed is that it doesn't seem to go above Fox. So there's like, you know, I don't know if that's a game rule or a limitation or something, but
Bloodhound.
you'll never have anything more than Fox. I'm sorry, I mean G, George.
266. Range 4,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound.
Looks like we got Fox then.
Roger. Antler maneuvering to new station.
All escorts, contact Fox, has most likely been sunk by Antler. Well done.
Sonar. This is the captain. Investigate ARC. 19.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know if we're gonna see submarine HOW show up, which was the phonetic term for H.
Range
What we would call today hotel.
235. Aye, sir. New course. 225.
It only ever seems to go up to George.
Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 228. Range 1,500 yards. Strong propeller noise. Rudder 25 degrees left. Rudder 25.
I will also say that this mission took me quite some time. It took me about an hour and a half to play it. But given the amount of cuts that I made in post-production, I managed to cut it down to like 35 minutes or something, which is pretty good.
1. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Flank.
All engines.
Again, most of it was just us running back and forth around the map, circling around to get on bearing on target again, and then
Bloodhound.
drop depth charges again.
Sonar contact. Baker. Bearing 355. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
suppose in a way I am getting somewhat better at making my attack runs and approaches on this game. Because I'm destroying more submarines.
Bloodhound, this is Maple.
Like on my own without, you know, relying solely on my
7, range.
fellow escorts.
900 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Dog, bearing 036. Range 6,600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 214. Range from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Contact. Dog. Now bears 148. Range 1,100 yards. Estimated depth medium.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 214. Range from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar.
Alright, Maple finally got Baker there with a critical hit.
150.
In the meantime, I'm just going after Dog here.
Bearing steady. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, sonar reports sounds of a sinking submarine.
Combat sonar. Contact. Dog. Now bears
152. Range 700 yards. Estimated depth deep. Course 155. Aye, sir. Ready depth charges. Deep pattern. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Dog. Now bears 154.
4. Range 500 yards. Contact increasing depth.
All escorts, contact Baker has most likely been sunk by Maple. Congratulations to your crew.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Dog, unknown results.
Yeah, well, you didn't sink him yet, so I can tell you that much.
Right turn.
Fire
Alright,
1.
let's see how we do.
Fire 2. Fire 3.
Antler,
Combat sonar.
Okay, Antler.
Dog. Now bears 163. Range 100 yards.
Yeah, let's get the rest of the boats up here. Well, apparently I did worse. Didn't even hit it.
Rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Alright, I've set for a wide spread,
Sonar. Contact.
and Hockey
Dog.
is
Fire 1.
right over a Dog with a narrow spread.
7. Range 300 yards. Bearings drifting right. Fire 2. Fire 3. Combat sonar. Contact. Dog. Now bears 230. Range 700 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Dog. Now bears 232. Range 700 yards. Estimated depth deep.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Dog, unknown results.
One thing I've noticed is if you're attacking something with another escort,
700 yards. Estimated depth.
after they attack, if you follow up with them, it's good to turn in the same direction that they are, because if you turn in opposite directions, you're going to end up coming head on to them, which throws off their whole approach.
But the convoy has suffered heavy losses. We cannot continue to endure
Combat
these heavy
sonar.
losses.
Contact. Dog.
Ooh,
Now
that
bears
doesn't bode well.
9.
But yet we get a victory screen, so let's see how we actually scored on this mission. The first mission of... or the first battle of Mission 6. Well, we did get an A. We lost 7 ships, but sunk 6 U-boats, all except 1. Alright, well that's still pretty good in my book. I'll see you for the next one.
Crew's performance today. They really worked like a well-oiled machine. We lost too many ships in that battle, even though we fought valiantly. I am pleased to say that the crew performed superbly today. We thwarted the German attack. If the U-boats weren't bad enough, we nearly had one of the merchant ships sunk by colliding with another one, while a few more lagged behind, becoming easy prey. Overall, I'd say we are doing a really good job. I will be surprised if the Germans do not attack in the next 6 hours. They know the extent of our air cover. This is where I expect to encounter an attack.